Hey everybody, what's going on? It's time for my weekly comic book reviews. I know I haven't done them in a while because I stopped buying comic books, but now I'm back. So I got this Batman Detective Comics Poison Ivy #1. It's 23.1. I didn't get the 3D one because, well, I waited too long to order it and they sold out. That kinda sucks, but I love the cover for this comic book, Poison Ivy. This story was actually pretty interesting about her family, her mom and her dad. It's kind of a heartfelt story. Batman's not there anymore, so they can do whatever the hell they want. And these guys are like wanting to attack her, and he's like, "You don't have Batman to protect you." She don't need Batman to protect her. She just killed them with plants, bury them alive in the ground, because that's what she can do. She's very dangerous. She's part of that team, Birds of Prey. This comic book was unexpectedly good. I really enjoyed it. I like the backstory for Poison Ivy. I like her look. I like her costume. Everything. It's pretty good. Origin story. I don't even remember her original origin story, but this one's really good. So I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. So what's this? Ultimate Spider-Man. The Ultimate Comic Spider-Man. He's finally back in action, but when he tries to get this one girl, he shoots his web and he misses, and Spider-Woman's like, you missed. He's like, well, I'm out of practice. Also, they hired the Taskmaster to try to get the girl that they were talking to, and basically he knocks all three of them out, and they had the backstory with, well, not really a backstory, but with that Cloak and Dagger characters. I'm not that interested in them. But this is pretty good to see Miles back in action. This issue was decent. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. He's Spider-Man no more, but he is Spider-Man. Okay, so I got the cover for this DC Universe versus the Masters of the Universe. And I got the Masters of the Universe cover. Teela does not look like that. Actually, Teela does not get along with He-Man in this. It's like she said something about some guy looking at her, like at her butt, and she's saying there was a pervert, and her dad keeps telling her what to do, and she's so mean to fucking He-Man. Also, He-Man's mom is talking to John Constantine about Skeletor. He didn't seem to care, and he's like, I'm not gonna help. He said, well, he didn't say that. She asked him, and he said, no, he's not gonna help. And then she goes crazy, and she's like, I'm the Queen of Eternity, and starts destroying things in there. And then finally you get to see He-Man goes and sees Evil Lynn, gets her out. I guess she was locked up or something. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? And I don't understand their relationship. They just don't seem to like each other. So they end up getting transported, I guess, into the actual DC universe where Skeletor's at. And he sees his mom, and his mom's like, Adam? I called him Adam. I thought he was fucking He-Man. But this was pretty good. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's pretty decent. It's just starting out, so you're not getting to see the DC universe versus He-Man yet. You know, the Masters universe. Pretty good. This comic book was really good. Forever Evil. Oh, they fucking evil. Yeah, the crime syndicate's trying to get all these villains together. Lex Luthor is gonna threatening someone in the helicopter at the beginning, and the guy's like, you threatening me? He's like, no, I'm threatening your whole family. And then the helicopter ends up it crashes, and then the guy's falling. He's about to fall. And he's like, help me, Lex. And Lex, nope, don't help him. And then Lex actually wanted Superman, but Ultraman. And everybody kept saying, that is Superman in the team. I hate that freaking Johnny Quick. He looks so damn stupid. His costume's retarded looking. I don't like his costume. All in all, Nightwing gets his identity revealed as Richard Grayson, and everybody's like, who's that? And then they have like something about the circus. All in all, this was a pretty good. He gets captured by Superwoman. So I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Good story. I really like this. Like, you need Superman to save you. This was one of my most anticipated comic books. That is Spider-Man 2099. Also, it he talks about him while he's in his time period, 2099, and then you got Peter Parker or Doc Ock, whatever, playing baseball. He keeps getting his spider sense. He goes after this one guy. I guess he was going to either kill him or whatever he wanted to do. He's saying this guy is bad, he wants to get rid of him and this and that, but, you know, Doc Ock is. And he was about to do something to him. He's like, you can't do nothing to me. And he's like, oh yeah, I can. And then, this guy shows up. He's like, you're not gonna do it on my watch. He stops and he's like, how dare you? He turns around and it's Spider-Man 2099. And that's gonna be badass. I hope he beats the living hell out of the Superior Spider-Man. 4 out of 5. The Creeper. I would say this was probably the worst of all the ones that I read. Or maybe it's not the worst, but I love the Creeper. The Creeper is one of my all-time favorite freaking characters in DC Comics. They changed him. He's like a creature, like a spirit that was inside of a sword. He gets hold of Jack Ryder, the reporter that always is on the scene of all these horrible incidents, and no one knows how he gets there. Well, guess what? He's the one doing most of them. It's the Creeper, and they try to... He's talking to this one girl with tattoos, and the guy's like, you told my girlfriend, look, and all this other stuff. And then he's this creepy looking face. And then he turns into like this tornado and just kills everybody. And then all of a sudden Jack Ryder's at the end. He's like reporting on the scene. Because he was the one that caused that chaos. He's like, why am I alive? And everybody else is dead. Well, because you did something. You're the Creeper. He's like a spirit though. He's in the Samurai Times and all this other stuff. This ain't the Creeper I know and love. But it was still pretty decent. He's still freaking crazy. So all in all, this is pretty good. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Not bad. That's it for this week, people. I got a couple more coming in next week. Villain month. That's what I do. I'm going to review them. Goodbye.